If they have given 100 quantities, then they ask you to find out the mean or mode of that quantities, then you need this average. The types of averages are only 3 they have given in your syllabus. One is simple average, weighted average, another one is a combined average. If there are 3 only data values, x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by total number of values. Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all. My name is Vibha, Mathematics faculty at Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So in this session, we are going to learn the new chapter, which is nothing but averages. So where we are going to use these averages. So what are the topics we are going to study? In this session, let us move on to the topics for averages session 1. So we are going to have, what do you mean by the, means where we are going to use this averages, introduction part, and then definition of an average, what do you mean by an average, and then types of averages you are going to have, and then a problems on a simple average, that means simple problems you are going to study here. Okay, so let us move on to where we are going to use this averages. Average, or we are going to call it as average value, is widely used in the field of business examines and grievances for the studying behavioral of result in the given time. So in the given time, the data will be given, provided. So in that data, they are going to ask you to calculate the average of the 10 students or 20 students, like that. So for example, where we are going to use it, so determine the performance of a student in a class, and then we are going to have price and weight of commodities. Then we are going to have height of the plants or the students, the average we are going to have it as. And then in this chapter, we are learning the definitions of different types of averages. Okay, and then we are going to have how we are going to use that different types of averages for solving the problem. That means in the applications level. Okay, next we are going to have, we need an average when we are dealing with the large number of the quantities. If they have given 100 quantities, then they ask you to find out the mean or mode of that quantities, then you need this average. Then we are going to, it is difficult to describe entire data set individually. Okay, sometimes it is very difficult to find an average if the too many large data is given also. So by an average involved, we can find a single value, important, that is very close to all or the majority of the individual values. That means in middle term you are going to get the value. When you are finding the average or a mean of that data, it must be obviously equal to the normal range. So next I am going to tell you what are all the conditions you are going to include under the average after defining the average. Okay, that they're giving the definition of the average. And the single value or the typical value is called an average. After finding the given data mean, whatever you are getting the answer, that is going to be known as the single value or the typical value of an average. Now let us move on to the definition of an average. What do you mean by an average? Average, or we are going to name it as average value, okay, of a data set, is nothing but the quantity, is the sum of all quantities. Sum means you are going to have total. Okay, total. Sum of all quantities divided by the number of quantities. How many quantities you are having in a column, or how many members you are having, how many students you are having, that is called number of quantities. Okay, according to the data, it will be depending on. Right? So in the set given, suppose if they have set is number of students, the set is a student, or set is a plants, set is a college, number of college, set is a classes, you are going to have like that, the given set. Okay, so here the average is also called as the mean. This is important. The average is going to be known as the mean of the quantities. Then how we are going to write down that? So in what is that mathematical manner, we are going to write it as average. Already I told you average is also called as a mean, is nothing but sum of the quantities, that means total number of the quantities divided by number of quantities, how many students you are having. So this is what the definition, or this is how mathematically you are going to represent an average. Okay, now let us look on to what are the conditions you are going to, or efficient condition you are going to have under average. See, the average will be efficient if and only if these two conditions are valid. What are all the valid you are going to have, or these two conditions are fulfilled. See, the individual values in the data set, in the given set must be homogeneous. Homogeneous means it must be a same kind. Okay, suppose if they have given a number of students only 1 2 3 4, like that only it should be there. If they've given number of students, they cannot include the plants there, isn't it? So similarly, the value in the data set sum must fall within normal range. Within the normal range only, it should not go beyond that range. Understood? So if these two conditions are fulfilled, then that is nothing but we can, what is that, find out an average or a mean of the given data set. Now let us look into what are all the types of averages you are going to have. See, there are different kinds of averages you are going to have. First one is nothing but the simple average, which include the simple problems, and then weighted average. That means it will not include the weight problems, it will be including still more than simpler problems. And then you are going to have the combined average. Combined average means they are going to give the two data sets and then they are going to ask you to find out the combined average of those. Okay, like that also may ask. So this is what we are going to have, the types of averages. Once again, I'll repeat, the types of averages are only 3 they have given in your syllabus. One is simple average, weighted average, another one is a combined average. Next, we will look on to the definition of a simple average. When an arithmetic average of a certain number of the quantities, quantities or the values, typical values in the given data set, okay, which are all of equal weightage. Equal, that means 1 difference you are going to have, 2 difference you are going to have, or 3 difference you are going to have, like that. So we will be having a equal weightage is required to calculate what the simple average will be computed. Now you are going to have what is a simple average definition, or how we are going to write in mathematical manner. We are going to have if x1, x2, x3, comma xn, the number of quantities or the number of values, you are going to have it as, are the values in the data set containing what? N number of elements. Then simple average is given by x bar. This you have to note down. X bar will be is equal to all, sum means total, x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus etc plus xn. If there are 3 only data values, x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by total number of values. Okay. Similarly, if there are 4 number of values what they have given divided by total number of values. If they are given the n number in general, okay, till xn it will go divided by the number of quantities you are going to have in that data set. So what is the simple average is denoted by? It is denoted by x bar. Okay. Now let us move on to problems. See, they have given in a class 10 students. How many students are there? So this will define you n, isn't it? In a class 10 students, the marks obtained in mathematics are 88. You can take it as this one, x1, correct? And then x2, 71, 35, 30, 46. And then you are going to have 92, 67, 53, 76, 28. These are all the mathematics score. They are having how many students? 10 number of students. What is the average marks? So what will be the formula? Formula will be is equal to what? The average marks the average marks will be equal to, is equal to, what it will be? It will be marks obtained in mathematics, isn't it? So sum of marks obtained by students, in which subject? In math subject, correct? Divided by total number of students. Total number of students. This is a formula according to the problem situations. I am writing what? The definition, right? So which will be is equal to what I am going to have? That is 88 plus sum is adding. 88 plus 71 plus 35 plus 30 plus 46 plus 92 plus 67 plus 53 plus 76 plus 28 divided by 10. So you are going to have the answer will be is equal to, here I am writing 586 divided by 10, which will be is equals to 58.6. So this will be the average marks of 10 students. Got it? Is that so easier? We'll move on to the next problem. They have given like this: the height of 10 girls, that means N, in a dance class are 90 centimeter, 95 centimeter. I am calculating, is there are 10 girls actually, right? 100 centimeter, 98 centimeter, 102 centimeter, 110 centimeter, 105 centimeter, 97 centimeter, 102 centimeter, then 99 centimeter. So what you need to do? You need to calculate, find the average of height of that 10 girls. Now the formula will be is equal to what? Average height of 10 girls will be is equal to sum of height of 10 girls divided by number of girls. Number of girls. How many girls do you have? 10 girls. Sum means adding all heights of those girls. So adding will be is equal to what? 90 plus 95 plus 100 plus 98 plus 102 plus 110 plus 105 plus 97 plus 102 plus 99. So totally there are 10 girls divided by 10. So the total will be is equals to 998 divided by 10. The answer will be is equals to 99.8 centimeter. The average height of all 10 girls is 99.8 centimeter. Got? We'll move on to the next problem. The age of 10 boys in a class are this: 4.3, 4.4, 4, 4.2, 4.3, 4.5, 4.7, 4.6, 4.5, 4.8 years. What is the average age? There was the average age of the 10 boys. Now I am going to take it as let X be the average age. Okay. Now you already know the formula. Average average age, I am going to write it as average as AVG, okay, will be is equals to sum of ages of 10 boys divided by number of boys. So which will be is equal to, so you can have it as, what is that? Sum of average. What it will be? 4.3 plus 4.4 plus 4.2 plus 4.3 plus 4.5 plus 4.7 plus 4.6 plus 4.5 plus 4.8 divided by total is 10. If you not considered x also, they have asked you to calculate average age. You can keep as it is. Average age is equal to, okay, that is x will be is equals to, will be is equal to what? 40.3 divided by 10, which will be is equal to 4.3. Average age will be is equal to 4.3 years. Okay. We'll move on to the next problem. The average age of 10 boys in a class is 13 years. Average age, they have given it as 13 years of what? How many boys? 10 boys. That is n. What is the sum of their ages? They have asked you to calculate sum of their ages. Now I am going to take it as let x be the sum of boys' age. Okay. So what they have asked to calculate? They have asked to calculate sum of boys' age. I have taken it as let x be. What is the formula? Average age of 10 boys is equal to sum of ages of boys. How many boys? 10 boys divided by number of boys. Correct? So average age of a boys, they have given it as 13 years. Let me write it as here 13 years. Will be is equal to sum of ages. I have taken it as x divided by number of boys. How many are there? There are 10 boys. Correct? 10 boys. Therefore, what will be? X will be equal to 13 into 10, which will be is equal to 130 years. Correct? Because they have asked you to calculate the sum of age will be is equal to of all 10 boys is 130 years. Is that so easy, dear students? Now you understood how to calculate by knowing this simple average and then average definition, then how to apply in the given problem. So in the next session we'll be moving on to calculation of some more problems including the simple average along with the two remaining averages, that is weighted average and then combined average. I hope you understood this session. So thank you, dear students.